You ever feel like life is already way too packed and then you get this wild idea to start something new like a YouTube channel? That's me right now. And I got three little kids, a business to run, and about 100 things pulling me in different directions every single day. And to top it off, my YouTube channel has a grand total of 5 subscribers. But you know what? I did not start this channel expecting it to blow up overnight. I started it because I wanted to document my journey, connect with people who are in the same boat, and honestly, just push myself to grow in a new way, in a different direction. So in this video, I'm gonna keep it real about how I'm juggling YouTube with everything else, parenting, running a business, and trying to stay sane while building something from scratch. We'll talk about the struggles, the lessons, and how to stay motivated even when it feels like I'm just talking to myself. Oh, and if you're new here, welcome to Inforamic. My name is Vlad, and this channel is all about personal growth, creativity, and figuring out how to make life work one step at a time. So if you're a small creator or a busy parent or just someone who's been wanting to start something but keeps feeling like there is no time, this is for you. And I say let's get right into it. Let's start with the obvious. Growing a YouTube channel with just 0 or 5 subscribers just like me, it's humbling. Every time I upload a video, it feels like I'm throwing a message in a bottle into the ocean. I spend hours planning, filming, editing, trying to make it as good as I can, and then I hit publish and silence. Maybe a few views here, maybe a couple of likes, but most of the time it's just me refreshing a page, hoping for changes, for something to change. But I know I'm not alone in this. Every creator starts here. Even the biggest YouTubers had a point where nobody cared about what they were posting, and that's what keeps me going. I remind myself that this isn't about instant success, it's about the process. Every single video I make teaches me something, like how to tell a better story, how to edit video better, how to get comfortable in front of a camera, and even if nobody watches, it's a step forward. Now, my situation, it might be a little bit different from other YouTubers. I'm not just sitting in a quiet dark room cranking out videos every single day. I got 3 little kids and I run small business, and that means my days are chaotic. One minute I'm handling orders, the next I'm making lunch and then cleaning up mess that somehow appeared in 5 seconds that I wasn't looking. And somewhere in between I try to squeeze in time for YouTube videos, just like this one. There are nights when I'm editing at 2 a.m. because that's the only quiet time I get. These are the days when I'm filming while there are days when I'm filming when my kids are napping, just hoping they don't wake up in the middle of a take. And sometimes I set up my camera and boom, one of my kids climbing on my lap and in the middle of recording. And I tell you, that's not easy, but I found the ways to make it work. First, I don't try to do everything at once. If I can only put out 1 video a month because of my schedule, that's fine with me. I make sure it's a solid video instead of stressing over quantity. Second, I involve my kids when I can. If they want to help me film, sometimes I just roll with it. Makes things more fun, and honestly, it keeps me away from feeling guilty that I'm not spending much time with them. And third, I remind myself this is a long game. It's not about trying to hit million subscribers tomorrow. I'm just building a little by little at my own pace. And one of the biggest struggles I have, let's say, it's energy. And by the time I finally get around to working on my videos, I usually feel exhausting because parenting and running business take up so much mental space that YouTube sometimes feels like it's just another chore. But that's what I've realized. Trying to keep up with creators who have way more free time than me, it's a losing game. I had to stop comparing myself to people who can upload 3 videos a week because they don't have kids running around or business to manage. And instead, I focus on what I can do. I bring my own perspective, my own real life struggles, and I keep it honest. And don't get me wrong, there are days when I think, why am I even doing this? But then I remember I started this for myself to grow, to document my journey, to connect with other people who are figuring things out just the way I am. And something else that been huge for me is setting small goals. When I first started, I thought I needed to post every week, grow fast, and have perfectly edited videos from the jump. But that mindset is a burnout mindset. So now I keep it simple. My goals might be as small as learn a new editing trick for my next video or reply to every comment I get, even if it's just one or two. Every little win counts, and then I focus on progress instead of perfection. I actually stay motivated instead of stressing myself out. And let's talk about balance, because honestly, this part is the hardest. There's this pressure to be everything. The perfect parent, a successful entrepreneur, a YouTube star on the rise, a news flash, and that's impossible. Some weeks my kids need more of me, so YouTube gets put on hold. Other weeks my business is hectic, so I can't film. And sometimes I just need a break because I'm running on empty tank. And what I've learned is that balancing doesn't mean doing everything at the same time. It means knowing what's the most important in the moment and being okay with focusing on that. YouTube isn't going anywhere. I'll grow when I grow. And the biggest lesson I learned, growth takes time. It's so easy to feel like you're not making progress when you only have a handful of subscribers, but I remind myself that every single video is a step forward. The great thing about starting small, you get the freedom to experiment, make mistakes, and figuring out what works for you. And there's no pressure, no expectations, just learning and growing. For me, this isn't just about growing YouTube channel, it's about growing as a person, learning to juggle responsibilities, push through challenges, and celebrate even the tiniest wins. And you know what? I wouldn't trade that for anything right now. If you have been feeling like there's never enough time, or just that your channel isn't growing fast enough, or it's just way too overwhelming, trust me, I get that. But here's what I want you to take away from this. You don't have to do everything at once. Start small, set realistic goals, focus on what you can do and what you think is the right thing to do. Celebrate every single small step, and most importantly, don't give up. The way to fail is by stopping doing things. And thanks for hanging out with me today. If that video resonated with you, drop a comment and hit the like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Inforamic. Let's grow, learn, and build something amazing, one video at a time. Bye bye now.